This is a brief video explaining the spring break trip, which is your part of your summative assessment for the 2.9A unit. So have your Notability note open as you're watching this, and please take notes. I'm going to go through it really quick so the video doesn't get long, but please pause and write and pause for clarification if you need to, okay? So you are going to pick, I'm not giving you one because if you're gone and you're watching this, you get to pick a Spanish-speaking city as your destination for spring break. You will plan a trip for you and your guests, and you will tell me what you will do using the future tense. So step one, you get to pick your city and country. It just has to be in a Spanish-speaking country, okay? My example was La Fortuna, Costa Rica, so you would write your city and country there. Step two, determine the currency exchange rate for your country. Go to Google, currency exchange rate. In Costa Rica, they use colones. So I gave my amount in colones right there. Here's the other thing, is I'm changing the dollar amount. I'm giving you 10,000 US dollars. So make the change, so it says 10,000 US dollars, and then you figure out how do you put that into the currency of your given country that you're traveling to, and what would that look like? You're going to do your best to keep track of the expenses in the table right here that says los precios, which means the prices. Are you going to know everything? No, that's fine. And if you go over the limit, who cares? It's just meant to be a guideline for you, okay? Explore your destination using Google Maps, Safari. Many countries have their own website to promote tourism, so go to their website if they have one. There's lots of useful information there. I know like Ecuador had one, Costa Rica has one. Answer all the questions below in Spanish using the future, what you will do on the trip, okay? I'm going to have you add step 5. Include a key of any vocab you look up in Word Reference. Your only option is to go to Word Reference to look up something, and you need to give me a key so you can prove to me that you did the work to find that information. There are 8 preguntas, 8 questions here. This is where you're going to write out your sentences, and then you will put all of your sentences down here. This is what you will, your final submission will be this. It's kind of like a vision board. So your sentences will be typed here. You'll have pictures here that represent what you're going to do. Same thing on the second page. And on the second page, what you can do is you can actually add this right here, key. Here's your Word Reference key. Add that right there. If you need more space, go below, add on, whatever you need, but there's your key for any Word Reference terms. So in order to get the information down here, we got to preview our questions. So all your questions are coming from right here. I'm going to go through them with you. Take notes. If you see that I wrote anything, it's probably worthwhile for you to write them too. 1. ¿A dónde irás y con quiénes? Where will you go and with whom? It says, incluye una mapa y fotos del país y tus invitados. Include a map and photos from the country and your guests. So you should have lots of pictures on your vision board in this specific question, right? Map, photos of the country, and pictures of your real life guests, right? You can be fun and you can invite celebrities to come with you. You can be your best friend, your family, whatever you want. Whatever you do, you're going to use the verb ir, right? To go. I will go to Costa Rica with my husband and children, right? That would be like an example in English, what I would write. You're going to put that into Spanish. Remember, because you're using the future tense, the verb that I have on the left-hand side that I'll highlight as we go through this, that's the verb that should appear in your sentence, right? You will put it in the future by keeping it in the infinitive form or changing it to one of the 12 funny ones and then adding on your new endings. Número 2. ¿Cuándo irán ustedes? When will y'all go? Here's my reminder. Anytime you see ustedes, I'm asking y'all a question, right? You and your guests. So if I ask y'all a question, your answer should be in the nosotros form. We will go in April. We will go during spring break. We will go in March. You don't have to go over spring break, right? You can pick whenever you want to go. Here's your verb again, ir. 3. ¿Cómo llegarán ustedes? How will y'all arrive? There again, y'all. So think your answer, nosotros. Llegar en, to arrive by. We will arrive by plane and boat. We will arrive by plane and car. Whatever it is, right? You got to figure that out. That's part of the exploration is how do you find a flight? How much is it going to cost? When? All of that information. 4. ¿Dónde se quedarán ustedes? Where will y'all stay? Your verb, quedarse, it's reflexive, right? So think about that say, what happens, where does it go, right? We will stay in the hotel. And then you could list the name of the hotel. We will stay in the house. Maybe it's an Airbnb house you find, right? Wherever you want to stay. 5. ¿Qué harás tú? ¿Qué harán los invitados? What will you do and what will your guests do? So notice I tell you 3 actividades or verbos diferentes. So I'm looking for 3 different activities at the least. Also, you should vary your subjects, right? So 3 different verbs, and I think 3 different people, right? Maybe one about yourself. I will read a book on the beach. My mom will sunbathe. My dad and my brother will scuba dive, right? Whatever it is, think about things you either know how to say or things that you find as you're researching the country that look like fun activities to do and figure out who's going to do what, right? 3 different verbs, I say 3 different people, right? So maybe yo, nosotros, and then whoever your guest is or your multiple guests, whatever it happens to be. I most likely won't see the verb hacer, right? Because that means to do or to make. So you figure out what's the verb and just put that verb in the future tense, okay? 6. ¿Qué comerán ustedes? What will y'all eat? I'm looking for 3 comidas diferentes con fotos. Every country has foods that are like culturally relevant, right? Find those culturally relevant foods, and that's what you should probably try, right? That's the fun part about traveling is trying foods from different countries. Some students always ask, what about bebidas? Can I say what I'm going to drink too? Sure, whatever you want. If you want to use the verb beber to also say what you will drink, go for it. 7. ¿Qué verán ustedes? What will y'all see, right? Your verb ver is to see. I'm looking for algo cultural. Monumento, plaza, parque, museo, animales. You can give me more than one item. I think you probably could give me multiple items that you will see, right? And then 8. ¿Cuánto costará el viaje en total? Aproximadamente. How much will it cost, right? Costar. I would put mine in colones because in Costa Rica they use the colon, right? You go back to your currency. What are you going to use? So your answers that you are writing down, you can write them here, or you can go straight to the vision board and just start typing your answers there. I like to do some sort of mini presentation in class. We'll see how that works. Again, I don't know exactly. You use the template provided and make sure you use images, right? I specifically tell you here, at least 1 photo for each sentence, and some of the sentences I ask for multiple photos. So go back up here and look if I ask for multiple photos or maps, right? Use your brain, use your vocab packet, use what you know how to say in word reference. Nothing more. Keep it simple. You can take a peek at your rubric, go more in depth here, but again, what I'm really looking at is this vision board down here. It's 2 pages. Your sentences should be typed here, and I should see those images that are representing what you will do, right? All in the future tense. Have fun exploring. Reach out via Google Chat if you have questions.